Governor, I got to be honest with you. This morning I woke up, I knew the announcement was coming. I wasn't sure if you were going to take the New York Times advice and run for president or run for governor.
I've gotten a lot of comments about that New York Times article, Desperately Seeking Dalrymple, which is a spoof on the old movie Desperately Seeking Susan with Madonna as the star, It was a funny column, and boy, I got a lot of emails over that one.
Oh, Betsy can play Madonna. You guys can go off and run for the GOP race. So
yeah, exactly.
Have you known for some time that this was in your heart to do? And what were the conversations like with you and Betsy to say, hey, this is the deciding factor for us that, yes, we're going to go ahead and run for a 4-year term?
Well, I don't think that there was any, moment of epiphany or anything. We knew that that was a decision that was coming up all year long. And we had the luxury, unlike really any other politician in the world, of actually trying out the job for a little while. And that really does help to kind of, help you make up your mind whether you like doing it or not. And Betsy and I, began to get more and more comfortable that we thought the job was very interesting, very rewarding, and certainly an opportunity to do a lot of good.
Let's talk about the next 4 years. Exciting times, and how do you see yourself saying, okay, this is how we're going to effectively manage all the excitement and growth taking place in North Dakota?
Well, it is exciting, and we have to look back and be proud of what we have accomplished, really. And it isn't just an accident. Our policies that we've been working on these last 10 years are really coming through. We're keeping the size of government under control. We're lowering taxes, building up financial reserves for the future. We're investing in infrastructure. These are the things that are going to lead us to a better and better place. And, we don't want to lose our way. And, you look at other states and you just shake your head and you say, how in the world did those states get so far off track? Now they're facing 10, 20 years really to get things kind of back in line. We got a great opportunity from where we are today. We can launch forward, I think, into an incredible 10-year period coming up. So there are challenges out there. I said in my talk today, this is not like a cakewalk or anything. We've got challenges with flooding and water control throughout the state that have to be addressed. We have challenges with an incredibly rapid pace of development in western North Dakota. And, we've got to really work to keep pace with what's going on out there.
So, talk to us. The vision of North Dakota 2020, what does Governor Jack Dalrymple see?
Well, we see for 2020 more of the same, more job creation, more attention to cautious fiscal management in our state government, more opportunity to take advantage of the state support in a number of areas. But, even that is sort of a vision that we have of where we will be. And it's really a working document. 10 years ago, after John Hoeven and I were elected, we put together a plan called Vision 2010. And, it was my job, assigned by Governor Hoeven, to make sure that we reached all our goals. Well, what do you know? We did, and we exceeded them beyond our targets. So having that roadmap, having a way of checking your progress is important. But there are many other plans besides that plan. When it comes to western North Dakota, for instance, we've put together a 10-year plan just to deal with roads and highways out there. And we have examined through the Upper Great Plains Transportation Institute exactly what needs to be done in the way of maintenance and rebuilding in that part of the state. Those kinds of plans are what it's all about.
Now, final question for you, sir. Does NDSU win the national championship?
I tell you what, I have seen a fair amount of NDSU football this year because the governor gets invited.
You were at the game on Saturday, right?
More often than not, yeah. And I watched them beat Minnesota, and I watched them beat South Dakota State. And hey, I'm a believer. They played a beautiful game on Saturday, solid football, very few errors. a lot of good discipline, which is really the secret to college football.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know you got a busy schedule today. Again, Governor Jack Dalrymple making the announcement today, running for governor here in North Dakota in 2012. He's on his way up to Grand Forks right now. He'll be at the Center for Innovation. Minot at 2:30, 5:30 p.m. in Bismarck. Governor, congrats, and thanks for being in studio. Really, really appreciate your time.
Chris, thank you very much for having me in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, see ya.
Governor.